And so we move to Warrior's turn 3. So he decides not to charge my Knights of the Realm. He sees it for the ploy that it is, so his chosen really just walk right past him. He's moving up as aggressively as he can. I think his strategy is smart. I think it's what he needs to do. He turns the Marauder unit towards me, and yeah, takes his damn level 4 sorcerer. That guy started to really become a pain in my side because I just have no solution for him. But he puts him to where he can just cast spells on my Knights. So there's another look at him. So he casts Gateway and kills 2 Knights. I feel pretty lucky. That's all I lost. Shoots the Hell Cannon at these guys. Oh, first of course he gets the Doom and Darkness spell on them. So their leadership instead of 8 is now 5, and then the Hell Cannon hits it. You take a -1 penalty in a forced leadership test. So they're now leadership 4, and they fail their panic test and run away. And that was huge because if I could regrow, or regardless, they were going to charge the front of the warrior unit with the Knights Errant, and now they're gone. So instead, I don't take my Knights in. I just charge the warriors in the side with my men-at-arms. I'm not in combat with the chosen. I'm charging right in front of them. And I didn't want to take the Knights Errant into that unit of Chaos Warriors because I really think my guys would be dead before I did any attacks back. And if I wasn't, on my next turn I would be. So what I did, it looks like a really weird positioning thing, but I was trying to get it to where his sorcerer couldn't avoid any of my charges. That was my intent. That's why those guys were facing so weird. And in hindsight, I don't know if I would have done that again. But that's what I was doing there. The Knights at the top are going around the swamp. I want to be able to line up a flank charge if I can. And otherwise, those other 2 Knight units, I can turn them on my next turn if I need to and help out later. But right now I'm just trying to see if I can corral that sorcerer. If you look at the left side, my Knights are facing the wrong way. They declared a charge against the Hell Cannon, failed their terror test, and had to run away. So, grr. It's unpleasant. I'm not sure what they could have done much with that Hell Cannon. Here we go. Here are my peasants in action, hitting that flank. There's only 2 of them who can fight back. They're going to kill a couple, but I've got tons of combat res there. And so during the magic phase, I was able to regrow 3 of those Knights Errant. So they were down, from 9 to 6. Now they're back up to 9. The bad news is, at the start of my turn, those Question Knights failed to rally because their leadership was still -3. So they needed it was base 5 with the musician is 6, and even with the battle standard bearer, they weren't able to make it. So huge, expensive point-sinking Question Knights off the table. The good news, although I lost my Question Knights, he lost his Chaos Warriors. These guys, I think like I predicted, I think I only lost a couple. Chased them, ran them down, and I'm going to get charged by those chosen, but that's okay with me. I'll just flee it. So Warriors turn 4. His chosen, they charge my men-at-arms who flee. They pop out on the other side of the Knights, so they really travel far with that. But my Knights are immune to panic from peasants, so that was good. His Marauders on the left charged my Knights of the Realm in the middle of the table, which forced them to flee, which was fine for me because they weren't going to do anything anyway up there. So, yeah, fairly happy with how that turned out. You can see he brings his sorcerer over here. Now that my men-at-arms are there, it would have been that I could see him with my Knights Errant and charge him, but as soon as my men-at-arms fled and landed there, he knew he could move his sorcerer up and be free from my charge with the Knights Errant. So he promptly cast Gateway on that unit, and he got Gateway off all game, and it didn't seem to matter. I could never seem to dispel it, but usually he was rolling low hits, low strength. But right here he hit strength 11, knocked the whole unit off the table. So that wasn't good. So Brett turn 4, Knights of the Realm rally, my Peasants rally, both my Knights turn. If you look at the middle of the table, those Knights are lined up for a flank charge on the Chosen, but I'm not going to do it if he has that many guys there. I really need the Trebuchet to start helping me out and whittle that thing down. Pegasus Knights charge in the rear of this unit. Again, I'm just trying to distract him. I need to pull him back. I don't think he's going to kill my guys. I think he'll beat me and I'll get away, and on my turn I can rally, and with the fast cav, well, I guess with the fast cav really can't move, but I'll rally on my turn and just pull him away from the action. So what happened here is we start getting in kind of a wizard's duel. I had the spell from the Lore of Life that makes you take every model and unit take a strength test or die. And I was planning on using it on his units, but it's not going to be overly effective because his strength is so high, or it's a 4 anyway. But I decided to come over here and get this wizard off the table because I'm tired of him dropping whole units like that. So, and I know that's a huge point sink for him, and probably going to be easy for me to get those points by killing the sorcerer than it's going to be by killing other things. So at this point, I don't remember if my trebuchets may have been shooting at him. They may not have, but I know the sorceress was casting that spell. I would get it off, and he took his strength test and passed it. So he needs a 1, 2, 3, or 4 on a d6, and so it's not beyond the realm of possibility that he did so. But that's what I was going for, trying to sink that guy just in one swoop. Otherwise, you can see here on his turn, I think his chosen gave up on going after my knights. I'm not sure why. So he turned over here maybe just to get some easy points with the peasants and the knights in the middle of the table. I'm kind of assuming that's what he was doing. These guys broke my Pegasus Knights on his turn, on my turn, and then on his turn he just turned around and marched forward, did the swift reform maneuver. Yeah, there's just other, don't know why all the pictures are there. So Hell Cannon shoots at Knights of the Realm, only kills 1, if any, but either way they have to take a panic test. They fail it and run. They run through the sorceress who fails her panic tests and run. And that was unfortunate because that means on my turn, because of where he places sorcerer, I think I'm out of range for that spell that I wanted to cast. So Brett turn 5. I can take the knights in the middle of the table, move them up past the chosen. I just want to get out of his charge arc because my knights are not going to survive that charge. If I can get that unit whittled down and hit him in the flank, maybe, but straight on, there's no way. There's no way at all. These knights survived, and they're just hiding behind the hill. That's the reason they're back there. Another look. I think I'm not sure what happened. I think my trebuchets were going for his sorcerer, and I think they just can't get past the ward save. So on my turn, everybody over here rallies, but I'm really so far away I'm not going to be able to do much in combat, and I'm not sure I'm going to want to get in combat because he's too tough. Not for what I have left. So I'm avoiding combat. He's trying to get into it. Both his infantry units charge my archers. The chosen fail. The marauders get in. He's going to slaughter the archers. I mean, yeah, I don't have a chance with that. And over here he brings a sorcerer and his hell cannon just to see if he can wreak more havoc on my armies. Break the archers, overrun. It causes panic in both my trebuchets. They both fail it, so they're not going to be shooting on my turn. So Brett turn 6. When my trebuchets, I was really hoping to get lucky with them to kill a sorcerer or something. But my damsel for the second turn casts that spell on his guy. It goes off. He needs to take a strength test. He takes it and passes. So almost kind of anticlimactic. It was a battle where he was so strong with so few units that I had to be really, really careful how I got in combat with him. And so I with what I was planning out the Marauders on the left side of the board, I don't know if that was smart or not. I like how it worked with the Chaos Warriors, but I didn't do a good job with the Chosen in the middle of the table. I really needed to do something to whittle them down first and then get in combat with them. But I just felt like every time I was getting ready for it, I would lose. I mean, I lost 2 of my big blocks of knights, and my small little units of knights aren't enough to take them on. So we ended up, and it was a draw, and nevertheless, a real fun game. It felt kind of cat and mouse and kind of an interesting challenge. Hope you enjoyed it.